cut model or the guarantee scheme coming to hurt the Congress party. Now, the Congress government in Karnataka has been forced to clarify that their flagship guarantee schemes will now be axed, will not be axed, even as the party supremo Mallikarjun Kharge on Diwali publicly pulled up Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar for saying that the popular Shakti program will be revisited. What exactly happened? Why did Mallikarjun Kharge pull up D.K. Shivakumar? What is the context? Now, let's tell you more about it. Now, this happened after D.K. Shivakumar hinted over a review of the Shakti scheme. Now, Shakti scheme, remember, is one of the most touted schemes of the Congress party in the state of Karnataka. Now, the Congress government in Karnataka has been forced to clarify one of their schemes that they tom-tommed about the most, that they made the fulcrum of their campaign during the elections in Karnataka. For that flagship guarantee scheme, the Congress government in Karnataka has been forced to clarify that it will not be axed. Why have they been forced to clarify? Does this clarification come in? Let's tell you. This comes in because Mallikarjun Kharge had publicly pulled up D.K. Shivakumar after D.K. Shivakumar hinted that there will be a review of the Shakti scheme. What exactly happened? Take a look.
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ? 5. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ 5 ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ಈಗ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ನೀ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಓದ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಪೇಪರ್. ನಾವು ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿ,
ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನುಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. 5, 6, 10, 20 ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿವಾಳಿ ಎದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸಡಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೆಸರ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ವನವಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ.
Deepak is joining us live. Deepak, first, a clarification has now come in that this scheme or the guarantees that was assured by the Congress party in the run-up to the election, they will not be axed. That's a clarification. Number 2, we've seen how publicly Mallikarjun Kharge has literally reprimanded D.K. Shivakumar, after which the state has come out and has said, no, your schemes will remain intact. Whatever we promised, be it the free bus travel and all the other, things promised to women, they will not be axed. Give us the full context. Why has this been happening?
Well, overall, when it comes to the guarantees, Karnataka Congress, of course, has time and again been facing one controversy after the other, be it some of the MLAs talking about putting an end to the, guarantees, or at least some of them. We've seen some of the Lok Sabha candidates speak about this who lost. Now we are seeing Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, day before yesterday, while he was, of course, speaking at an event saying, sir, there were some women who wanted to pay for, the bus fare. Shakti scheme, of course, gives free buses to women. He says despite that, conductors are not taking this money, and that's why there needs to be a review, and he'll sit with the transport minister for the same. Now, while, of course, he has been saying this, sharp reactions came in from the opposition, like, the JDS and the BJP. H.D. Kumaraswamy has said that this is just another way to phase out the guarantees. And the BJP, of course, has time and again just been maintaining that the guarantees has done nothing but bleed, the economy, bleed the exchequer in the state, and left, the state bankrupt. Now, with all of this, go ahead and say or clarify that there will be no rollback of any guarantee, and this is not something that has been discussed at the government level. finally, it was Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge who himself, of course, was not very happy with this sort of statement and, telling Mr. D.K. Shivakumar that while, of course, he's come out with clarifications, but the, reports are already out there which has criticized the state government, and this is not something that should happen. And, of course, he has also mentioned what's happening in Maharashtra with the Congress now planning to, issue guarantees there as well.
So what did Mallikarjun Kharge tell D.K. Shivakumar? He said, we have already promised the implementation of 5 guarantees, citing the example of Telangana and citing the example of Karnataka. And now I'm getting to know that you do not want one scheme implemented, you want a review of one scheme. What exactly is happening? That's exactly what happened in that public meeting. But let's listen into what D.K. Shivakumar has to say.
ಏನು ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಪ್ರಯಾಣವನ್ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ KSRTC ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕೇಳಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಜನ ನನಗೆ ಟ್ವೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಈ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನಾನು ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು, ಈ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು. ಬಹಳ ಜನ ನನಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟ್ವೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ದೇವ್ರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಪೇ ಬಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಯಾರಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಆದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಗ, ಒಂದು 50% ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ಆ ರೀತಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಕೆಲವರು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಯ್ತೀವಿ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ರಾಮಲಿಂಗಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಟ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು. ಇದನ್ನ ತಾವು ರಾಮಲಿಂಗಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೌಕರು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯವರು, IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸು, MD ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಅವರು.
So is the guarantee scheme going to hurt the Congress? And this is a debate that has been unfolding ever since the Congress announced the guarantees. Now, D.K. Shivakumar has clarified. He has said, my words have been misinterpreted. I only wanted to emphasize how there are many economically empowered women in the state who personally feel that they can afford to pay for these tickets, and yet there are conductors who are not willing to take money from them because of the implementation of the Shakti scheme. And now we will not only continue with the schemes, but if we are voted back to power, these schemes will continue. So there seems to be like a confusion within the ranks of the Congress party itself. After Mallikarjun Kharge pulled up D.K. Shivakumar has given a clarification. But do you think, Deepak, some element of doubt has already entered the beneficiaries, the minds of the beneficiaries of the scheme?
Well, as far as the Shakti scheme is concerned, not just Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, in the past we've seen other Congress leaders as well say that whether this is a scheme that makes sense, considering the fact that somebody who can afford a bus fare too is enjoying this benefit, and it's not something that is being given only for the marginalized or the weaker or the poorer sections of the society. The Congress has maintained that the reason that they've come out with the guarantees is to uplift the poor. But when you have a blanket a scheme like this that has been given to each and every person, it is something that many of the Congress leaders have called for a review. But with the Deputy Chief Minister himself, of course, talking about something like this, he has, of course, clarified it was just a few women who wanted to pay but couldn't. He says that was the only aspect that they wanted to review and not the scheme itself. But you've seen how, of course, their own leaders have perceived it, and you wouldn't really blame the opposition for pouncing on a statement like this.
Because the use of the word revision itself sparks doubt in the minds of people. We are not saying this. This is Mallikarjun Kharge's advice to D.K. Shivakumar. And the BJP, like Deepak has been mentioning, is in no mood to relent. They have picked on what D.K. Shivakumar has said, and they have said, look, we've been always saying the Khatakhат model of Rahul Gandhi, this guarantee model of the Congress party is bound to fail. Their own leaders have criticized it, and now they wanted a revision. But Mallikarjun Kharge had to pull up their D.K. Shivakumar, one of the top leaders in Karnataka. Let's listen into how the BJP is stepping up the attack.
The government is speaking in double voices. The Chief Minister and the DCM are not on the same page. Shivakumar says they will be reviewing the Shakti scheme. However, the Chief Minister contradicts his own Deputy Chief Minister. There is a total confusion in the government. Due to many scandals which have surfaced, the government has rattled. Siddaramaiah is losing control over the governance.
INC has become not Indian National Congress, but I need confusion. D.K. Shivakumar says that the Shakti scheme will be reviewed, which means it will be scrapped because obviously the Karnataka financial position has been taken into dire straits by Congress because of the unlimited loot of Muda scam and also because of the kind of freebies they have been giving, which has bankrupted the state. Now they have no money left for development and infrastructure, so they have to increase the prices of water, diesel, petrol, stamp duty and all other taxes. But Mr. Kharge publicly rebukes D.K. Shivakumar and says, no, this scheme will not be reviewed. So has Mr. Siddaramaiah. But there is complete confusion. This confusion shows that Congress is not committed to the guarantees it gives.
So, is this about confusion in the Congress party? Or is this about a larger rethink over these guarantees which have a long-term impact on the state's exchequer? That's the larger debate that is now unfolding in the state of Karnataka. Once again, listen into how Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, intervened and publicly pulled up D.K. Shivakumar.
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ? 5. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ 5 ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ಈಗ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ನೀ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಓದ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಪೇಪರ್. ನಾವು ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿ,
ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಡೌಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನುಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. 5, 6, 10, 20 ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿವಾಳಿ ಎದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸಡಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೆಸರ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ವನವಾಸ.
Shankara Guha of the Congress party joining us live. Mr. Guha, I know there is a clarification that has come in from the Congress government in Karnataka that every guarantee that they promised will continue. But when the Deputy Chief Minister makes an announcement that there will be a revision of one of the most popular schemes of the Congress government, or one of the schemes that you highlighted the most during election campaign, after that when the chief of the Congress party has to publicly make a statement literally pulling up the Deputy Chief Minister, it actually sends a wrong message to the people of Karnataka. How would you like to explain to them what is your actual stand when it comes to the guarantees?
Good morning to you and all the viewers. And before I give a clarification, I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you a very happy Deepavali. Coming back to the question that you asked, as you said, it is not a revision. When Mr. D.K. Shivakumar said, he said, probably he has said that there would be a review. Like every scheme, time to time, it needs some review. Like how many beneficiaries are there, what should we mobilize to ensure that this particular scheme goes on in a proper manner and reaches the citizen who deserves it. So in that sense, he has said that there is a review. However, our CP has made it more than clear that these schemes will not be stopped, and what he has said is a general advice.
Yeah. So, Mr. Guha, I would like to interject there. Wasn't want all these things taken into consideration before announcing the guarantees? Because there was a lot of criticism, a lot of politics around the guarantees. In the past, leaders of your own party have made statements saying that, okay, this is going to hurt the exchequer. Do stay with us, because we also have the BJP joining us on the phone line. S. Prakash of the BJP joining us. Mr. Prakash, the Congress party is clarifying that, listen, we just spoke about a review. It wasn't a revision. Clarification has come in and we are not going to drop our scheme. So why make such a big deal out of it?
Mr. D.K. Shivakumar has clearly stated many women have demanded the scheme be withdrawn. Now, after he was stated by the Mallikarjun Kharge, he has changed the stand, saying, I never said it, my statement was misinterpreted. This is the normal stand taken by any politician who makes a blunderous statement. The scheme, when it was introduced, it was a blanket scheme. No conditions apply, no review, nothing. But however, after 6-8 months, they are feeling the pinch of it. The government is struggling to provide funds for the developmental activities. So they have started saying that this needs to be changed, this needs to be reviewed. So they want to go back on the electoral promises they made. However,
okay. Only for the want of time, Mr. Prakash, because the Congress party, Shankara Guha, is also with us. Mr. Guha, how would you respond to the BJP? Because they are accusing you of confusion. They are saying that now you have realized that your guarantees are going to bite you back, and that is why these statements are coming in. Quick rebuttal.
We are not feeling the pinch. Unfortunately, our populistic schemes and the popularity of the government is pinching the BJP. That is all. They are only getting pinched.
Okay.
Nothing will stop. Every scheme needs to be reviewed.
Okay.
We will be a successful government. We will come back in 2020.
So the war of words continues between the Congress and the BJP in the state of Karnataka over the guarantees. But what's the larger debate? Is the Khatakat model biting back or hurting the Congress party, with their own leaders wanting a review? Now listen to how Union Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy is hitting out at the Congress government in Karnataka. He is going on to say that this is an indication of the phasing out of the guarantee schemes one by one.
ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಜನೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೇ ನನಗೆ ಟ್ವೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಹಂತ. ಇವರ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂದೇಶ ನಿನ್ನೆ ದಿನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚಿಂತನೆ